Hello and welcome to 2025. I thought I'd start with quite a short little video really, just to get the ball rolling and show you some of the goodies that I received over Christmas. Now, not all of the things that I got are here. I mean, certainly I've not put any non-gaming presents that I had, and I was spoilt rotten by my children. So, but they did still get me some modelling gear as well as the other presents. And then the other thing is I had some Warlord vouchers. So I've pre-ordered, the January releases of the Armies of Germany version 3 that's coming out. And then I thought I'd go for the new German veterans that are coming out in January. So I've got the box of 30 and also a command set that they're bringing out for that in January. So they're still to come. I'll try and remember show you them when they do turn up. But for now, this is the gaming stuff that I've received, and there's quite an assortment really. So I'll start with this one first, and then we'll work our way through it. Got to try and remember to roll this up properly because I don't want to damage it until I can get it up. But this is really good quality poster reproduction of the British Navy. Now the connection for that, okay, it's not bolt action, but as a lot of you know, my dad served in the Royal Navy during the war, on two ships particular, HMS Anson, the battleship, and HMS Orwell, which he spent a lot of time on doing the Arctic convoys to Russia. And I wanted to reflect some of that in my room, because as we tend to when we're building these places, not only is it my workshop and my game room, if you like, I also consider it my man cave, if you like. So it would be nice really to bring my dad in here because what brought me back to this hobby was in the past when I'd worked with my dad on a railway, Ormby railway layout that we did together. Well, my dad did it mainly. I just got in his way. But I wanted to recapture those times, like we all do. Sometimes it hits you and you remember, what you've lost. And this was a bit of a way of getting in touch with that past, the whole hobby really. So it's only fair that Dad comes in here with me, and so I'm looking to put a few more little decorative items in here connected with the Royal Navy. So that's the first one. At some point, I might wait till the weather changes. I'm going to look at getting that up in here, because I don't know about any of you, but it's freezing up here. Another thing that I got, again, is this operations room, which I thought was quite appropriate. So that's going to be going up at some point as well. Might even have that up there actually. That might work well there. I'll have to think about that. Right, the next one is this little beauty. Now, this is something that my son saw, and again, although I'm not particularly modelling it in bolt action, he knows that, my favourite plane was the Spitfire. And it looks quite an intense little kit. It's balsa wood. But I think it's also got take that off and we'll have a look inside it. It's actually got, like, you know, the elastic twist motor arrangement that you had in the smaller planes. It's got that. So you can build it and fly it. Now, when I build something, I like it to stay together. So whether I'll ever actually fly it, I don't know. But as you can see, there's some quite intricate pieces to deal with here. So this is going to be one that I'm going to take my time over. I'm probably not going to rush at this straight away. I think I need to be looking at this really when I've got the time and space for it, that I'm not going to get interrupted, because it's one that I want to get right. And it looks to me, it comes with this easy sand wood glue. It looks like you actually cover the body of it in this, I'm presuming, I'm not opening it until I do it, but black tissue paper. So that's going to be really, really interesting to try. And as I say, it's not one I want to do in a hurry. I want to take my time over it. I think we all know how easily balsa wood breaks. So it is one that I might work on in the background, and then when it's complete, I'll perhaps bring it in and show you. But yeah, looking forward to that. It's got a plastic nose cone there, and the propeller in there. But it's one to take time over, I think. As I say, whenever I do get to the point where I'm completing it, I'll bring it back and show you. It's certainly one to look forward to building. I think there are actually, yeah, there are. There's decals with it as well. Right, seal that up. Right, another one to show you is this little Japanese saw. Somebody put me onto this when they watched my, you know, the tools, essential tools for terrain making and things. And obviously I'd got the little one. I'll show it you. Save guesswork. I'd been using this one, which is a very handy tool. But then it pointed this one out to me because obviously you can get through a thicker piece of foam without, you know, hitting this ridge where you can't go down further because it's thicker than the actual blade up the top here. So this one can go through, and then you can also come back on yourself. So I'm looking forward to experimenting with that because I think that's going to be a damn good tool. And it wasn't very dear either. I can't remember exactly what I paid because I used, I got an Amazon voucher from one of my brothers, and I bought several little things with it, and I'm sure this was only about, well, between £6 and £8. I can't remember exactly. But you'll no doubt see that pop up. Right. Won't spend much time on this one because you've seen that I've got a couple of these already. And I just wanted another one, so I've got 3 of each type. So this came out of one of the Warlord vouchers that either my daughter or my son gave me. So again, you'll see that later in the year. So let's pull that one down. Next one is this Rubicon kit, and it's got a variety of things in here, but it includes telegraph poles and street lights. But it also got some smaller lights for fitting onto buildings, so I might use some of that when I start building up my Normandy buildings. But it's a nice little collection, really. A lot of the past ones that I've got of these I've had from, I think I did get some from Charlie Foxtrot. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see these. So that's the one that's going to pop up fairly early next year, maybe. Put that one to one side. The next one is this. I think I told you when I was building my British and my Commandos that I was looking to get one of these new Kangaroo APCs. Well, in the end, because I got those vouchers, I had two. So I'm probably going to use one for my British Army and one for my Canadian Army. They look pretty convincing, really. They are mainly resin. I think there are a couple of figures that are, or the heads that are not. Let's have a look. So then you got your gaming card, which is going to be up to date for version 3. And also the transfers as well. The normal smoke marker and a dice. Right. So there, you can see the detail on it. It looks pretty good. Obviously it'll want a little bit tidying up. You can see some there, look. But twist the light towards it. You see the back of one figure there. Body of 2. I think I've seen somebody build one of these up and they're putting even more men. And then the kit that comes, obviously you've got the tracks that are also in the resin for that. And then all the other parts, including the figure that's standing up at the gun. And another standing figure. And some bits and fixtures. And alternate heads for these moulded bodies in the back here. They're in that bag. So that'll be a nice little build. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I know it, you know, it's certainly going to give a bit more character to the army when they're on there, and it's certainly ideal for Normandy. Because obviously these were designed with the idea of getting troops moved through relatively safely. I mean, obviously it's not covered on the top, but it's got, you know, metal protection on the sides, so good troop transport, that's for sure. Not to mention you can use it as a tow, I suppose, as well. Right, let me get that one wrapped up. Right, so when I was getting my British version 3 ready, I identified that I could really do with a mortar team and a Vickers team to add to them. So that's what these were, which I got with the balance of my tokens, my vouchers. So as you can see, I've added a nice little pile in its own right to my ever-growing pile. But as I said, I am going to try and control myself this year and try and get some things knocked down and focus on getting towards a gaming setup. The final thing to show you is it actually arrived at Christmas, but I'd seen people talking about these online, and I thought, well, I'll order them because they weren't very dear, and I'll see, you know, what I can do with them. Looks like there's a few bits here and there come off some of them, but as you can see, they're hollow inside. Now I think again, I can't remember the price exactly, but look how many there is. I even counted them myself. Right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 trucks, and I think they were about $7.73. Now, okay, they're not bolt action, they're not Rubicon either, but as a lot of people have been posting, they would make quite acceptable transports if you take your time and paint them up and do a few tweaks here and there to make them look more, you know, age appropriate, because they have got that look, and although they're not exactly the right scale, they are close enough to make them look the part. So I thought, well, why not? I'll give it a go. Perhaps come to them later in the year, and if there's you know, other things I could do with them, like use them as damage vehicles and do a bit of hacking on it, one way or another I'm going to end up with something useful. What I'll quite do about this, you know, obviously you ain't going to see it from the underneath, but I might just put a bit of foam in there as well, just to kind of make it bulked out, and then, you know, make a bit of detail on the bottom of it, and to give it a bit more weight as well, so it feels more substantial. But I just thought I'd give it a try, because like I say, there were so many people that had jumped in and had a go at it, and I thought, well, why not? I'll have a go as well, see what I think, and bring you along for the journey when I get to them as well. They were from Amazon, I think, and as I say, they were $7.73, I think, so it wasn't a lot. Right, so that's basically where I'm at. That's all my goodies over the Christmas period. It's been a lovely Christmas. I got to see both my kids, and I stayed down at my son in his new house. Unfortunately, I've been a bit on the ill side as well, so all's not completely perfect, but I'm soldering on, so, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck into all that we looked at in my last video of the year. And I think I'm pretty much decided that I'm going to start work on the Normandy buildings first, because it'd be nice to see them on display and done out the way and clear some space, and then I can start picking away at the smaller stuff, and maybe get back to the train project as well at some point and get those staff cars painted up. Right, well, thanks for joining me. Sorry it's only a short one. Just wanted to touch base with you all. Hope you've all had a lovely Christmas and so far having a happy new year. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.